Okay, I think we're all set to go. So, yeah, let's get started. So I'd like to say welcome to Waves for Change Youth Forum presentation. The forum is part of the larger project, Biosphere for Baltic, Future Generations, funded by the Swedish Institute in collaboration with Marine Education Center in Malmö. My name is Åsa Peers. I work as an information officer and I coordinate the Biosphere for Baltic Future Generation project. For 4 days, around 40 young people from 10 biosphere reserves around the Baltic Sea have gathered here in Vattenriket Biosphere Reserve. Together, we have learnt about the biosphere concept, ocean literacy, the Baltic Sea, and nature-based solutions. We have explored the pine forest, sand dunes, and Helgå River outlets around Fureboda, and life in the Bladderwrack at Snickarhaken. We have visited Natur- och Vattenriket Visitor Center and taken a boat trip on Helgå River. We have been inspired by the group Young Voices for the Baltic Sea on how to make a difference. Using the what-if method, we have imagined the future we want for the Baltic Sea. Now it's time to present the result. And we have invited you to take part of young people's ideas and visions for the future of the Baltic Sea. We hope you will take the message back to your organizations. Let the show begin.
Yes, this is our painting with our vision for the future of the Baltic Sea, and we call it Mother Nature. And this Mother Nature's body and her face represents the land, and her hair the sea and the life in the sea. And the up in the corners with the black waves represents the pollution that has been caused by us humans. And she seems fine and calm, but the single tear in her eye represents that that she's seems fine on the outside, but on the inside she's not. But her expression is still calm and happy because she feels hopeful for the future and thinks that we have a bright future ahead of us. And our vision with the painting was to show that in the future we should live in harmony with nature. And we feel like that is the solution for a more sustainable Baltic Sea. Yes, thanks a lot.
Hi everybody, we are Lithuanian-Latvian team Braliukas, and our picture title is Clothes Revolution.
So our problem was about fast fashion, because a lot of clothes get become garbage and thrown out, and later on it gets to the environment, and it is bad for us.
Yes, and we have made some solutions, created or think about how we can stop this thing. So basically we need to donate and reuse old clothes, also start making better quality clothes, more durable and eco-friendly. Don't leave it at the beach, of course, because it can just go into the waves and affect other things who are living there, and also us, because we apparently know that plastic is already in our bloodstream, because we're drinking water with plastic, and they make our clothes basically with plastic details right now. Also, we need to teach kids and adults how to make their own clothes in classes. Also, like I said, plastic-free clothes, use better materials like cotton and linen. So basically we need to grow sustainable things to make better clothes. And also we need to use paint, which is coming from nature, so natural colors. So that's our little project.
Yes, hello. We are a team from both Sweden, Estonia and Finland. And this is our painting Beyond the Concrete. Since it depicts the diverse wildlife behind a decaying concrete wall in the coast of the Baltic Sea. It symbolizes a civilization that has gone beyond concrete and post-cars to a more green future where the wild is wild. And the graffiti on the wall symbolizes a first change in the attitude of the mankind towards preserving the nature in its whole beauty. Do you want to add something? Any questions?
Hello. Our group consists of people from Estonia, Finland and Sweden. And the title of our painting is Closer to Nature. And it invites the viewer into a vivid world where warm, clear and beautiful green colors dominate the painting, and it's symbolizing harmony and renewal. And the painting celebrates the rich diversity of life. There are a lot of fishes, also birds and plants, and these birds add a melody of the landscape, for the landscape, and it is a tribute to the intricate beauty of nature and the peaceful connection we think actually within it. The artwork also symbolizes the rich and fragile life of the Baltic Sea. It reminds us of the sea's unique biodiversity and the importance of protecting this delicate marine world, encouraging us to feel closer to its natural beauty. Thank you.
We're two from Sweden and one from Finland, and this is our paint. And of course, we all had similar vision and imagination. And my imagination, or my vision, was a green land with a green ocean. And yeah.
In my vision, I saw lots of green and an ocean full of fish, and I saw that the Baltic salmon was back in the Baltic Sea, and so we wanted to bring different elements of fish and eels that have gone extinct in the Baltic Sea. Yeah.
Yeah, and in my vision, the waters coming all the way from North Karelia were really pure and clean. And we wanted to show this in this artwork, the vision that what it would lead to the clean waters. So, as said, lots of life underwater, with some help from the humans with the structural plates, bringing more places to live, and then on what is good for the sea is good for the life on land as well. So there's a lot of birds on the sky, and with the little happy accident, there is also this symbolic reflection in the picture. So yeah, to highlight what is good for the sea is good for the land and air. Thank you.
Hello, we are a group from Sweden and Finland and Estonia, and this was our painting. This was our vision, the vision we want to see in the future with the Baltic Sea. So in our vision, the Baltic Sea, we have worked so much on it and we've saved it so much that there's a lot of biodiversity again. As you can see, there's a lot of flowers and bees and birds and fishes and eel. And the way we've gotten here with the higher biodiversity has been by planting, well, first we have to get all the poison out of the sea. And then we planted a lot of plants that are good for biodiversity, like eelgrass and bladderwrack. Is that what it's called in English? And yeah, we just like a bunch of different animals to show that it's high biodiversity. And as you can see, it's also drawn a bit like kids draw. It's the mouths and the stick figures and things. And that's to represent that it's the young people and the youth that have to work for a better future. So we need to focus on them and educate them so that they want a better future and that they can be hopeful. And as you can see, everyone has smiles. They're all happy because of the high biodiversity and because of the work that we've all put in together. And also the perspective is kind of weird. Like there's grass and sand, but then you can see like into the ocean somehow. And that's like on purpose, the weird perspective, because we have to change our perspective about the Baltic Sea, because the way that we are working right now with the Baltic Sea, it isn't working. We need to change it so we can have a better future, a better Baltic Sea with a higher biodiversity. Okay.
Hello, we are mixed team, yeah, 2 from Sweden, 1 from Finland, and I'm Lithuanian. And we will summarize what we decided, what we thought, and what is important. And I would like to start with a quote. In the end, we will conserve only what we love. We love only what we understand, and we will understand only what we are taught. Baba Diyam in 1968. We should, and first of all, we should find an inspiration, make a collaboration, and networking. We should do some research, expand innovation, and exciting solutions, existing solutions, like nature-based solutions or biomimicry, and also integrate renewable energy, like solar panels, in all new buildings.
Another thing we thought that is very important is ocean literacy. We need to educate the people and everything so we can actually understand the ocean. We need to increase this citizen science so people actually get interested and start to understand again what's actually going on with the Baltic. And we need to gain and spread awareness. We need to understand what's actually wrong with the Baltic, because then we can actually start talking about solutions for it. And we need to learn by doing. We can't just expect anyone else to start doing it. We need to start doing it ourselves too, and we show that it actually works. And one thing we thought that was very important practically is mandatory ocean literacy training for politicians and policymakers, so they actually understand themselves too what they're actually deciding on.
Another topic that we thought was important is sustainable planning. Like we learned yesterday, everything we do on land affects the ocean in one way or another, and so that's why we need sustainable planning. And in order for that to work, we need to have sustainability, resilience, multifunctionality with human and nature in mind. In order for our cities to be able to stand against heat and water in the future with rising sea levels and heat, we need greener cities with multifunctional spaces, so more humans can fit in spaces and let the nature take more place in our cities.
And behind all of this is education. We want to see ocean literacy included into school curriculums, both local and national levels. And this is made possible by access to relevant information. We want to see academic information open to everyone and for it to be popularized and easy to understand for anyone. We also need to change the mindset and our behavior. We can start small. Everyday actions matter, even the smallest ones, and then we can implement that to corporations, to schools, to organizations, everywhere where we work. And lastly, we want youth engagement. We want to create opportunities for young people. We want to see more opportunities to young people. We want young people actively included to policy making, planning, and concrete work and actions. We want to see open dialogue and true interaction. And lastly, we want to end this with the same idea of Baba Diome's quote, just in a different form, to really emphasize our love and focus on the ocean. So, we love what we know, and we protect what we love. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone. I think that you've come up with such brilliant ideas that you have presented to us today. I think we should just give you one more real big hand to all of you for all the work you put in. And we have asked some representatives, special guests, to give their reflections to what we've heard, because that was the idea with the forum, was that we want to reach out to local and national and international organizations. So we have asked representatives from HELCOM, UNESCO, the Swedish Institute for Marine Environment, and Kristianstad Municipality to take part today. And we're so happy that you're here listening to what the young voices have come up with at our forum. So please welcome Katja Langi, Admin and Finance Coordinator for the Protect Baltic project at the HELCOM Secretariat.
All right, tough act to follow. Well done, that was really lovely, and I really enjoyed all of the art you came up with and how you visualized what you've been doing for the last 4 days. And the Baba Dium quote is actually one of my favorites, so I'm like super excited that that came up. I have made notes, I'm going to try and make sense of them. What I overall saw was positivity, which I really am happy with. I know the world is a scary and overwhelming place most of the time, and so it's really nice that all of you still have a lot of positivity and a positive outlook on what the future could look like. And what words that I picked out from your presentations: hopeful, bright, harmony, action, green future, wildness, preservation, connection, diversity, thriving, restoration, and perspectives. What I picked out of those is diversity, not just in the biological sense, which is extremely important, but also amongst people. We have different perspectives, we come from different countries, and I think that is the most valuable aspect of a community like this, that we come together and we share our knowledge and we share our perspectives with each other. And what also came up with is connections. Connections between land and the sea, connections between all of you as a community, because that's what you are now, and I think you'll be in touch with each other for hopefully years to come after this particular forum. And connections to nature. We are part of it, and we can't get away from it. Nature is stuck with us, but we have to become more connected to it, because I think the disconnect is the one issue that we all face, and that our societies face as a whole. And in terms of HELCOM and how we can be part of your future, we invite you to connect with us. We do not want to be prescriptive in terms of what we expect from you. We want you to tell us what you would like to do with us. I am definitely past the young professional age, so I am not in your age category anymore where I can tell you this is maybe what you should do. Come to us, connect with us. You're welcome to connect with me today still. I can leave my contact details with you. But please connect with us and see how you would like to get involved with HELCOM and the projects we run, and how you can be part of that future as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Katja. We have Helena Björk here, who's the program coordinator for the Swedish National Commission for UNESCO. Please come on stage.
Thank you. So I also think this has been so fantastic to take part of. I arrived yesterday. I heard a little bit of your discussions then, and to see the presentations today, how you summarize it, it's been amazing. It's been inspiring for me, both on a personal level and also a professional level. So from the presentations, I also picked up a few words that I heard several times. So we had harmony, biodiversity, sustainable planning, and ocean literacy. And I hope that you will continue work with this in the future. But if you choose another path, you can become artists or poets, I think. Yeah, it's been what I said. It's been amazing to see how enthusiastic you have been. Your very unfiltered thoughts and ideas, and I've heard so many good ideas for the future on how to become more sustainable and how we can take better care of the Baltic Sea, of our environment. And I just also want to encourage you to keep on doing this, because you are very important. And as I said earlier today, you are the future. And the rest of us are also a part of the future, but we really need you to do this together. And for my organization, for UNESCO as a global organization, and for UNESCO in Sweden, what I will bring with me is to, well, the youth perspective in the UN organization is very important. And what I can do, what I can offer, is to give some advice on if you're interested to know more about UN. There are lots of youth engagement. There are youth forums, not only in UNESCO, but in the whole UN organization. So I can give you advice on that. I will also leave my contact details. For me, with UNESCO in Sweden, I will bring everything from today. I will bring it back to my office. I will discuss it with my colleagues. Maybe I will be able to forward some of it to the responsible minister. Hopefully, I will try. And last but not least, keep up the good work. You are amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Helena. And now it's Kajsa Tönnesson, head of the Swedish Institute for the Marine Environment. Please come up on stage.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for the invitation to this fantastic day. I work at the Swedish Institute for the Marine Environment, and I have really enjoyed your presentations. Like the rest, I have taken some notes. It has been a fantastic presentations. And what did I write then? The first thing I wrote was Mother Sea. I really enjoyed that painting and the love that you showed. And you also talking about harmony with the Baltic. Then we saw the problem with our clothes and the fashion, and you had some really great solutions for the future that I will bring with me home. And then we had beyond the concrete, we had a lot of grey things on the sides, and then we had the beautiful Baltic in the middle. So that was also a fantastic painting. And then I like this. We would like to have a future where the wild is wild. So that's what we're doing now. We restore to get the nature wild again. But we should also protect what's already wild. So I bring that with me back. And then we had this green, beautiful painting with all the fishes and birds. And there was another one. Excuse me. And then we had the green land in the middle, we had a tree, we had birds. I saw some eels. I never see them when I go swimming, but I saw them here in your paintings. That was fantastic. And you said what's good for the sea is good for the land and for the air. But I also think what's good for the sea is also good for us, for humans, for people. That was really taking. And then I saw this painting with eelgrass and macroalgae and fish. And everyone was happy. And you made it in a naivistic way because it was the future. It was the young that was the future. So that was really a great painting. And then you talked about changing perspectives. And then the talk in the end, where you also raised that we need to change mindsets. And you talked about ocean literacy, and you talked about research, you talked about solutions. And then you wrote on the, we love what we know, and we protect what we love. Sorry for that. And then we are halfway into this UN decade. I hope you all have heard about the UN decade for ocean science. And it's fantastic, but we have a way to go to get the ocean we want. You talked about the Baltic you want, but we have one ocean where Baltic is a part of that one ocean. And I had a pleasure to, last week, together with some of you, to be in Nice for this UN Ocean conference, where we were discussing actions to get the ocean we want. We also had a lot of events with ocean literacy. I've heard a lot of ocean literacy today, and I think that's a really important way to get people involved to get the ocean we want. In the end, I would like to say, before I tell you what I take with me home, during the conference, UNESCO, together with Voice for the Ocean, launched what they call a Minecraft. It was called Ocean Heroes. But you are really the Baltic heroes. But if you're interested, go in, download, and play some Minecraft. You can restore mangroves, you can restore kelp forest, and it's for free. And they have had a lot of downloads. So that's really also a way of getting people on board. You know, people sitting at home, young people, old people, playing Minecraft, and then you can restore the oceans. Sorry. So, what do I bring with me home? Of course, I will bring all these nice pictures with me. I took a lot of photos. We work very much with ocean literacy where I work. I have the government's commission to actually create dialogues between researchers, authorities, and decision makers. I will bring your voices into that, your solutions into the discussions. So that's what I will do. And then we also really strongly work to get the ocean into our curriculum. I heard some of you were actually mentioning that. I think it's important that we also have the ocean in our curriculums. So that's a movement for the moment. So I will continue to do that. But tomorrow I'm going to celebrate Midsummer first. So thank you very much for making to give me a great day. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Kajsa. And now it's time for Oskar Nilsson, Deputy Director for Kristianstad Municipality. Welcome.
Thank you guys for sharing your visions. I think it's absolutely fantastic to see everything you've done. If you remember this Monday, I told you that I think the kids and the youth are the future. I think you just proved me right, didn't you? This was, yeah, exactly. Thank you for your passion, for your energy, for your commitment. We're gonna need it. We absolutely need it. You had a couple of concepts. My job is a lot of communicating concepts. My job is not always to put the shovel in the ground, but to communicate a concept. This is a concept. We love what we know and we protect what we love. That is a great concept. You had a couple of concepts as well, and I'm going to pick up on a few of those, because we have to make the youth want the change, one of you guys said. That's a fantastic sentence. I'm going to keep it with me. And I'm also going to keep the concept of things being dramatic and hopeful at the same time. Because the image of Mother Nature in the beginning, crying, that's a hopeful image. But it's also quite a dramatic image. It can be both. They can coexist. I like that idea. Because we can sometimes get drowned in how dramatic things are and how bad things are. But there's always, always hope. And I like that. I think you've been absolutely brilliant. Thanks for being here and keep up the good work. Great job, guys.
So many interesting ideas and thoughts and reflections after 4 days full of fun and hard work as well. Listening to our guests, I picked up on a few things as well. Biodiversity, connection, harmony, solutions and hope. And I totally agree with that. That's what I will go home with in my heart. And I will make sure that we'll keep in touch and see where this can lead from here. You've all, touched my heart for sure. And I hope that we can continue collaborations in many ways. And now we've got contact with a few more organizations that are behind us. It's time for lunch. And after lunch, then it's time for goodbye. So I would just like to finish off with a big, warm applaud for everyone who's been involved in this week. And see you next time.